Hi, Chris Walker at the Began Japan channel here in beautiful Hawaii. I'm back from seeing Angelina Jordan's wonderful concert at the Alex Theater in Glendale, and I've been saving Bad Valentine because I knew I was going to hear it live at the concert, and I wanted that to be like with no kind of preconception of what it might be like by having heard the official version. Of course, I've heard the earlier version from the Hotel Cafe, which I thought was absolutely superb. And this one I'm actually kind of know pretty much how I'm going to react to it, because a good half of it had been already released in these teasers before. So I know this is somewhat faster and it has more backing instrumentation. You know, it's more of a more poppy background singers, a big beat behind it, whereas the Hotel Cafe was just this gorgeous arrangement of just piano and strings. So anyway, frankly, I'm thinking that this is going to sound to me not nearly as good as the Hotel Cafe version. I kind of knew that as soon as I heard that version, that was a very high bar that had been set. But let's see. Let's just go ahead and play it and see what I think of it. I'm doing the lyric version, just recently released by Toby Gad, because I just skimming through it, I see it's basically the same visuals, but it also has the lyrics in the background, and I do want to talk about the lyrics, and that will make it easier to talk about the lyrics. Footsteps. Okay, I like that touch.
I stood you up on Valentine, gave you no reason why, decided I cut you off without a tear in my eye. I hit too high when I saw you on some table for two. I knew I'd never see the sun shine with you, so I spent my night with the moon. I thought I told you I would miss up, yeah. I heard you out from the start. Roses are red and violets are blue, and you are a fool.
Okay, so far the lyrics, that was one thing with the Hotel Cafe version. We were trying to decipher the lyrics, and so far the lyrics are, very close to what we had figured out they were. There's a part in the middle that we definitely had a hard time deciphering, and I want to see what the official version here says. Okay, so far, it's really good to hear it nice and clean. This is right up there with that Hotel Cafe version. Let's see how it goes continuing on. Later on, I'll have something to say also about the visuals here.
To try, 'cause I'm a bad Valentine. I'm a bad Valentine. I'm a bad Valentine. 'Cause I'm a bad Valentine. Just had a feeling it was time to let the flowers die. Maybe I've gotten so mean to you, 'cause you're always so nice. You even smiled when you were hurt, sugar-coated my words. Oh, and you should have been breathing fire and showed me you're a fighter. Oh, that's how you lost all your worth.
Okay, this part about, oh, that's how you lost all your worth. That was definitely something we had a hard time deciphering with the Hotel Cafe version. And yeah, I like that what we thought it was this is actually better than that. And so here, again, this reinforces my idea that it's mostly about authenticity, because let's just play this back again. Yeah, you even smiled when you were hurt and sugar-coated my words.
You even smiled when you were hurt.
So, he's not being real with her. She can't like have a genuine like disagreement or fight with him because he's just trying to please her. It's kind of the mild-mannered way of being a player. That's what I said in my original review of the Hotel Cafe version. And this line about, that's when you lost all your worth, kind of makes that point even stronger, is that if you're not going to, stand up for your true feelings, if you're just going to try and smooth over things and make things nice, that, I'm not for you, because I want somebody who's real. If they don't like something, they say that they don't like it. Okay, so far this is actually a little bit, I was basically expecting to be quite a bit disappointed compared to the Hotel Cafe version, but I'm really appreciating that the vocals are really crystal clear here, and the background, the greater degree of background instrumentation isn't bothering me that much. I still like the Hotel Cafe strings arrangement better, but yeah, this is good, and I can see why this could appeal to some people more than the Hotel Cafe version, just because it's like kind of a little bit more of a driving beat. Okay, let's continue on.
I thought I told you I would mess up your hair. I warned you right from the start. Roses are red and violets are blue, and you are a fool to try. 'Cause I'm a bad Valentine. Should have known. If you only hear what you wanna hear, you're never gonna know me.
That's nice.
I'm a Valentine. I'm a bad Valentine, yeah.
Okay, that's
'Cause I'm a bad Valentine.
all right. Well, one thing that I was expecting was that last part of the repeating the "I'm a bad Valentine" was going to sound quite a bit like worse than the Hotel Cafe version, because it wouldn't sound as jazzy, but they kept the jazziness in there, that beautiful vocal. I will say that the belting part suffers a bit compared to the Hotel Cafe version. So yeah, overall I'm very pleased. I don't think it is as good as the Hotel Cafe version, but it's excellent. Somebody who hadn't heard this before would think it was really great. And I do think that, if you were like reacting to this with emojis or something, hearing this for the first time versus hearing the Hotel Cafe version, if this was your first listen, your emojis would be like, smiley face, maybe OMG or something. But with the Hotel Cafe version, I think your emojis would be, fire, OMFG. And because that one is just next level. That version is like, wow, who is this person with the insanely good voice?
'Cause I'm a bad Valentine. I'm a bad Valentine. 'Cause I'm a bad Valentine. I'm a bad
but about the video, this is obviously a fairly low-budget video. It was filmed. We actually have behind-the-scenes footage of, that it was basically Toby Gad, the co-writer, filming this, and it's not bad. There's a lot of good things to be said about a simple video, kind of not distracting from the song with too many, production elements. But I do feel there was kind of a lost opportunity here. I compare this with Million Miles. Million Miles was an original when the first version came out, the studio version. I remember being a little bit disappointed. I didn't think it was as good as other people were saying, and it was kind of because it had that kind of a little bit overly poppy sound to me and a little bit too fast. But then it kept building, because then another version was released, a studio, live in studio version, where she's a little bit more adventurous with the vocals, and that sounded better. And then I was lucky enough to be at Kongsberg in Norway and see her, and I saw her greatly slowed down version, and that was easily the best version, and it just added so much emotion. So I think that when they came out with the Hotel Cafe version, when they had their live stream of that, when they realized the material they had there, they should have really kept it under wraps, not allowed anybody to have it on social media. I mean, Grandma Mary had a version on TikTok. If I had been Toby Gad, I would have said, please, can you take that down? Just don't release that yet. It's just so fire. And then if you did want to have more than one version, I mean, I would have made a video out of that version, but as the official release. But if you were going to have more than one version, like this one, have this one come out first, and then maybe a studio version that's a little bit slower and more adventurous, as a build-up, and then finally the just totally fire version, a bit slower and more chances for her to stretch out with the vocals, and have that be the climactic one that really had, that has a big publicity push. Was that one. Although it's live, they had a really good quality recording. All they would have to do is clean it up a little bit, just recreate it, do lip sync, and just have a video that is a performance video, but with pretty high production value. Camera dolly moves, like when she does that climactic belting part, have the camera kind of start out on her face and then back up for the vocal. I mean, because that is just the, oh my God, this is so great version, whereas this is just the, wow, this is very, very good version. So that's what I think that they should have done, and I don't know all the circumstances. Maybe that wasn't really possible. Again, if they didn't think that the recording quality was good enough for the Hotel Cafe version, just re-record it, but in that same style and that same arrangement. But I will say this is better than I was anticipating it was going to be. That last part was just as jazzy as the Hotel Cafe version. It's mainly the belting part that suffers a little bit. Let's listen to that from the Hotel Cafe version, and you'll see what I mean.
Should have known. If you only see what you want to see, you're never gonna know me. Should have known. If you wanna hear what you wanna hear, I thought I told you I would mess up your
head. It's more extended. And you're hearing more of that drain. You're hearing more of that texture in her voice. This is just such a, just one of her best performances ever.
To me, this was the best song that I've done in a long time, and with the best singer I've heard in a long time.
Gave you no reason why. Decided I cut you off.
Okay, I did see live in Alex Theater, as I said, and so I want to show you. We have many angles coming in. Me and James Steele are working on doing these multi-camera edits. There were some issues with the sound here, of the drums being too loud. I thought that this concert was a bit of a step back from Vegas in terms of how well they mixed the sound, but there were other elements of it that were better than Vegas, like a lot of original material. Anyway, I'll have a review of that concert coming out later. But I want to show you, we have many different angles of Bad Valentine, but so when I put together a video of this, I think I'm going to use the sound from Hotel Cafe, but lip syncing with some of these, with some from the Alex Theater. So I forget whose video this is, but here's one angle, a preview for you of what we're going to be doing with this concert. The visuals of her performance here are better than Hotel Cafe, more animated. Glad the instruments went down there. Standing O. Yeah, so if this does blow up, people have been talking about, the Hotel Cafe version was so good that people were already kind of fantasizing about the future, like that being performed on like Saturday Night Live. And, if that does happen, if this does blow up and it ends up being performed on some late night show like that. Now, I'm not concerned about the sound mixing because obviously for a major television network, they're going to make sure that they have a good mix. So I would be okay with them doing either this version or the more acoustic version, but I do think that the more acoustic version would be the preferred version, which would be the most just blowing people away and wanting and having people seeing her for the first time, wanting to check her out more. Because with that a little bit slowed down acoustic version, you're just hearing so much more of the, not so much more, but you're definitely hearing more of the wonders of Angelina's voice, all of the little nuances in her voice, that grain in it, the vibrato. I think that's the biggest mistake that is made with productions of Angelina Jordan's music, is that too often the voice is not the star, and you're just missing the voice and the phrasing, which you can do with like slowing it down. You just want to get that richness and texture of her voice expressed to its maximum, and that was the chief glory of the Hotel Cafe version, was just that the voice, the glory of her voice was just on maximum display. And when you have the bigger background track like that, it takes away from it somewhat. Now, if you have really good clean sound, cleaner sound than we had at that live concert, it's still going to be very, very good. But yes, an excellent this is her best shot yet of having a #1 single. Despite the rather simple video. And so I urge all of you to do what you can to get this played on the radio. Call your radio station. A lot of you do TikTok, social media. Do these little TikTok promos for it. Let's really try and make this her big breakthrough. All right, Chris Walker with Big Angie Band Channel here in beautiful Hawaii. Aloha.
I think you guys really like this one.